What's up, guys? It is Carly here bringing you day 24 of my 31 Days of Horror 2021, and today I decided to talk about, honestly, one of my favorites. I would consider it my favorite of all time, and I've definitely said that before on the channel, but that is The Shining from 1980. So we're going back to this King of Horror collection I have here that has It, Cat's Eye, Salem's Lot, and The Shining on it, and I realized I never actually reviewed officially The Shining on my channel. I have said before it's my favorite horror movie of all time and everything, but I've never actually done a video, so figured I would do it, and honestly I just was in the mood to watch it really bad last night. You know, I know most people would consider it more of a winter-themed film, obviously, and that's the time of year that they would generally watch it, but for me, since it's my favorite, I always have enjoyed watching it around Halloween time, even when I was younger, and I believe they used to put it, I don't know if they still do, but it used to be on TV a lot around October and, you know, just fall and everything. So anyway, though, The Shining, in case you don't know, the movie is basically just about this family that the dad gets a job to take care of a hotel during the winter months. It's off season, so there's like 5 months where he gets hired to basically look after the place and make sure it doesn't fall apart or anything like that. So he moves in there with his wife and child. The child, Danny, he already has some issues going on where he kind of sees things and talks to an imaginary friend and just kind of hears stuff. So, you know, once he gets to the hotel, that only enhances it because there's some weird stuff going on there. And the dad, of course, starts to kind of basically slowly slip into insanity. You know, he's being very mean and aggressive with his wife and just acting strange. So, you know, I would assume everyone knows the story of The Shining by now, but if not, then I don't know what to tell you. Go watch it. But anyway, like I said, it's my favorite, so there's no surprise that I'm gonna say a bunch of good things about it. I just think it's fantastic. It runs like 2.5 hours, and I usually bitch and moan about movies being too long and not feeling like watching them, but for me, this is just one of those ones that really flies by, and not only that, it's one that I can't stop watching once it's on, kind of like the Shawshank Redemption effect. I think a lot of people have it with that, because I put this on and I was gonna try to do background stuff like make dinner and such, which I did do, but in my head I was getting antsy because I wanted to get back to the film because it just draws me in that much, even though I've seen it a million times and I know everything that's gonna happen. It's like you don't want to miss your favorite part, and I think that's what really makes a film great. Just the look of the hotel is really cool. I always thought it would be super cool to you know, get to be that kid, but minus all the hauntings and such, and just get to ride around on a big wheel. When I was a kid, I was always jealous of that and thought that would be awesome. So, but it's also creepy because it's like you're in this big place alone with just your 2 other family members, and I think that would get really creepy in itself after a while. So I've always liked that. The score in this movie is just fantastic. You know, there could be like nothing really going on, and just like the intense building of the score just gives you the creeps. You know, it could just be Jack sitting there typing and it's just like building up and nothing really truly scary happens, but it still just kind of makes you shudder. So I really like that. I think the performances are really good in this. You know, Jack Jack Nicholson does great as the character Jack, and you know, a lot of people complain that he already seemed crazy going into it, and you know, I think Jack Nicholson just looks crazy in general in every movie he does, so I don't think it's like a matter of he was trying to act crazy or anything. I think it's just, for me personally, it's just the way he looks, so I could see why people argue that, but it never really bothered me. And Wendy, I know a lot of people find her to be a little bit annoying, but I like that because it's kind of the point. She's very just submissive, and you get the sense she's like fearful of her husband and just a very weak-minded character, and I think Shelley Duvall's performance with that is really good. Danny, I think he's really good as well, honestly, played by Danny Lloyd. He is definitely a good child actor. I think JP has said he finds the kid annoying, but I really don't think he's annoying at all. I think he does a really good job in the film, and it's not one where it's like super duper focused on him the entire time per se, so you know, it's not like he really has to carry it or anything. You know, he doesn't have a ton of dialogue or big moments or anything like that until, of course, the ending, but yeah, great atmosphere, great everything. You know, what else can I say about the movie? I just think it's a really good film, obviously, and, you know, I'm just gonna keep on blowing it. So I give this movie a 10 out of 10, guys. I'm sure that's pretty obvious. 10 out of 10 for The Shining, 1980. Thank you once again for joining me here for my 31 Days of Horror. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow for day 25.